So John Kerry testified in front of the Senate the other day, warmongering, telling us why we have to go back into Iraq and fix things because, we've been fixing it for the last 10 years. We just need another 10. And John Kerry, by the way, who defines what a mission creep is, a one-time protester of pointless and endless wars, is now a champion of pointless and endless wars. So what I really liked was when he went on in front of the Senate and he was testifying, all the Code Pink people were sitting behind him with their Code Pink signs. And let's just check it out. Their signs said stuff like, a more war breeds extremism. War is not the answer.
ISIL must be defeated. Period. End of story. And collectively, we are all going to be measured by how we carry out this mission.
I love that those pink signs are behind his head as he's saying that stuff. We must defeat ISIS. War is not the end. War creates more extremism. It's right over his head. It's right there. I love it. I love it. And by the way, those pink signs, that's the only anti-war message I've seen on national television so far. So Kerry did something truly bizarre. He then spoke directly to Code Pink. And let's remember, Code Pink, their whole...
I assume to make them fall asleep.
Their whole reason for being Code Pink is they're anti-war. They think we could solve problems without war. That's what they're advocating. That's their whole raison d'etre.
By the way, don't go to codepink.net. It's not that.
It's not that.
It's different.
Yeah, you don't want to go...
I found that out.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, but it is inexpensive. So here he goes. He's got a message.
I respect the right of Code Pink to protest and to use that right. But you know what? I also know something about Code Pink. Code Pink was started by a woman and women who were opposed to war, but who also thought that the government's job was to take care of people and to give them health care and education and good jobs. And if that's what you believe in, and I believe it is, then you ought to care about fighting ISIL.
So John Kerry invites the most ardently anti-war group in history to join him in his newest war in the Middle East, bombing raids in Iraq. He then went on to invite Jews to join him in eating pork for peace and the Amish to enroll in college. Obviously, John Kerry knows a thing or two about Code Pink. He knows that military invasion and airstrikes are Code Pink's preferred manner of persuasion. I like how he says that Code Pink wants the government to take care of people. What John Kerry thinks they mean take care in like that New Jersey mafia way, take care. Code Pink, you want us to take care of these people, right? We're going to take care of them for you. Yeah. I like he goes, if you care about health care, education, and jobs, then you'll support destroying ISIS. Why? Does ISIS vote Republican?
Well, and plus, it's going to cost billions of dollars to fight ISIS, so that's money that could have been going to health care and schools.
Yeah, we could have just been wasting it on health care, schools, cops, firemen, roads, and bridges. But thank God we're not wasting it on that, and we found another war to sink it into. Isn't that fantastic?
This is the most statesman-like John Kerry has been, I think, since he voted for the first war.
Voted for the first Iraq war, right? Yes.
Yeah. We can't have another war. I'm still making payments on my last 3 ones.
Yeah. I hope we can refi this war, right? If we can get a lower rate and lock it in.
I got to call Wells Fargo tomorrow.
Yes. So here.
One thing I'll say on his behalf is he is winning the war against charisma.
Very nice. So, but why should anti-war and Code Pink become a pro-war in Iraq and in the Middle East? Can you tell me, John Kerry, why should they?
Because ISIL is killing and raping and mutilating women.
See, they want to kill, rape, and mutilate women, and we only want to kill and mutilate them.
Does ISIL play for the NFL?
Very nice.
Good joke.
I just think we're totally losing our heads over this thing.
Sure, we've proven that billions in bombs kill lots of women and civilians, like we did already in Iraq, but we don't rape them, so that's gross. We're about killing, like we did in Fallujah. right? That John Kerry, make Code Pink. Come on board. Don't you want to go into Fallujah with us again? Come on. Do you guys, Code Pink, do you have any white phosphorus? Do you have any? I know how you anti-war people like the chemical weapons. You like to light up the sky at night. Okay, so, but for reals, why should anti-war people become pro-war, John Kerry? Tell me.
And they believe women shouldn't have an education. They sell off girls to be sex slaves to jihadists. And that's precisely why we are building a coalition to try to stop them from denying the women and the girls and the people of Iraq the very future that they yearn for.
Yes, see, so bombing Iraq and Syria right now is all part of our pro-women, pro-education agenda. What's the only way to educate and liberate women at the same time? With billions of dollars in pro-education, anti-rape bombs, of course.
They don't want women to be educated. They don't want women to have rights. I guess it's just bad news. We're bombing Saudi Arabia next.
Fantastic. Yeah, I guess they're just like, I don't know, everyone else in the Middle East.
Yeah. Friends and enemies, indistinguishable.
Yes, indistinguishable, exactly. And Ben, as you told us last week, Saudi Arabia beheaded how many people in August?
Oh, just like 31 people in August.
Okay.
How many stonings?
Yeah, right. They
A
still
surprising number.
They still do stonings, right? But we got
Stonings is more of a winter execution in Saudi Arabia.
Come on, guys. There's two sides to every beheading and stoning.
And by the way, the Taliban, the most misogynist of all organizations, and that's saying something.
That is saying something.
We didn't go after those guys until they pissed us off. And they spent decades being terrible to women. I mean, really oppressing them in new and innovative ways. And it wasn't until September 11th that we went after them because they pissed us off.
Yes. Robert, if we want to stop groups that don't want women to have an education and deny women a future, we're going to have to kill about half of everybody in the Middle East right now.
And actually a surprising percentage of people in this country.
Yeah, a good amount of Republicans in Congress are going to have to go, yeah.
They just voted against for equal pay for women, right?
Right, there's going to have to be an airstrike on Capitol Hill.